Hey guys, it's Lene with Charmed and Dangerous. Today I'm going to be sharing with you an updated version of my nighttime routine. So this is basically going to be a get unready with me video. I did a nighttime routine for you guys right when I first started. Some of the products that I use are different. Some of the methods that I use are different. And I just feel like I just wanted to put an updated one out there. So as you can tell, it is still daylight outside, but I'm home from work. I'm not going anywhere else for the evening. So usually when I get home from work and I know I'm not going to be going anywhere else where I don't have to have like my face on, I will just go ahead and take all my makeup off, give my skin some extra time to breathe, and just kind of relax. So I have a full face of makeup on right now, just an eyebrow routine for you guys, so take a look at that, keep a lookout for it. If it is up before this video is up, then I will put it in the description box below. If not, keep an eye out for it because it's coming soon. But I have a full face of makeup on right now, so I'm just going to show you what I do, how I take my makeup off, the products that I use at night, and then I might show you how I wear my hair at night. This is obviously not how I wear my hair at night, but it is part of my nighttime routine, so I might do kind of a quick little blurb on that as well. So we're going to get right into it. If you want to see my Get Unready With Me updated version, then stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clean washcloth and I'm just going to get this wet with warm water. So my sink is like down here and I'm like moving the camera all around, aren't I? I really am. I know, I'm awful at this. The first thing that I like to do is kind of take a washcloth with warm water on it and run that over my face first before I put my cleanser on, just because I feel like it gets a lot of those base oils and kind of the base foundation off of my face. Before I do that though, I'm going to pin up my bangs. I'm not used to having to do this, or I would have said that was the first thing I was going to do, but yeah, woo, I look great now. I'm not used to having to pin up my bangs or like move these like hairs out of my way. So I usually don't have them in my face. So, alright, now my face is ready for you guys. So I'm going to take my washcloth with warm water, I'm just going to wring it out. And basically what I do is I just kind of go around my face very softly in circular motions. And this just helps me get off. I know you guys aren't going to be able to see me talking for a second. This just helps me get off any of my makeup that I have on. I am going to do a face cleanser. I am going to do an eye makeup remover, but this just kind of helps me get off the majority of it. So when I do actually do my face cleanser, it's not just cleansing my makeup, it's cleansing like my actual skin. So it's really getting into my skin, really cleaning my skin and getting deep in there, besides just taking off that thick layer of everything that I have on. Not that I wear a thick layer, but you know what I mean. So basically I do that, and since my face is already going to be damp from that, I just wet my hands a little bit, and then I go in with my cleanser. The cleanser I'm using is the Clean and Clear Daily Pore Cleanser. This is oil-free. This is a new cleanser that I'm using. I was using the exfoliating one if you guys watched my nighttime routine before. I just take about a dime-sized amount, rub it in my fingers like this, and I just rub it all over my face. This does have some very soft kind of exfoliating beads. My other one before was super exfoliating, but it wasn't really the right kind for my skin. I've since learned that I have combination skin, so I've kind of changed up some of my routine a little bit with what kind of skincare products and face washes and things that I use on my skin, and it actually has helped a lot. So I just do this all over my face, making sure not to get it in my eyes because that would burn. And then I just rinse it off with that same towel. So I'm not one that likes to splash water on my face because I don't want to get my hair like soaking wet. So I take that same towel that I've rinsed off and put more water on, and I basically just wipe it off with this. If you do it this way, I will say that you're going to have to go over it a couple times just to make sure that you got all of the face wash off of your face. But I prefer this method because for me, it doesn't get my hair all crazy wet. It doesn't get my sink all crazy wet. It's just very like contained. I got the water on the washcloth. I rinse off my face. I don't have to do that like morning like splash people do in commercials. Like I don't know one single person that washes their face like that and splashes their face with water and smiles through it. Like that doesn't really happen. So stop it. You're lying to people. Their face wash that you sell is not going to make them do that. Anyway, so I'm just wiping this off, making sure I got it all off. Once I'm sure that I got all of the product off of my face, then I'm going to turn my water off because I'm not going to need it again. And I usually pat dry my face, but of course I'm looking around at this moment, I forgot to grab a towel. So I usually will take a towel and I'll just kind of pat dry my face, but I don't have one, so we're winging it. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take off any of my leftover eye makeup. I'm going to use my CVS eye makeup remover, and I just use 2 to 3 of these little pads right here. I just pump some on and I just go over that area. I don't press, but I do rub back and forth, which I know some people are going to be like, that's not good for your eye, you shouldn't do that. But if I don't get the eye makeup off. So I'm not applying like a lot of pressure when I do it. I'm barely applying any pressure at all, but I do want to make sure that I'm getting off all of that eye makeup. I don't want that to be stuck on there. I don't want to sleep with that on. I really want my skin to breathe. I want my moisturizer to be able to sink in, and I don't want any of that nasty gunk on my face through the whole night. I take another pad, get some product on there, and then I just do my other eye. And when I'm rubbing, I'm basically rubbing like at my lash line. So my eyeshadow comes off pretty quickly depending on what I'm wearing. But I'm basically rubbing at my lash line, because if I do not get all of my mascara off, it will literally be, I hear these like kids laughing outside like they're having the time of their life, and I'm pretty sure it's not my kid. But they sound like they're in my backyard. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. I just want to make sure that I get all the mascara off, because if I don't, it's hellacious to try and put mascara on in the morning. So that's why I do that rubbing motion, really, just for my mascara. So I basically do all of that. The next thing that I'm going to do is something that I've added. This is also Clean and Clear. This is their toner. This is for sensitive skin. This really, really works. It doesn't necessarily dry my skin out, but it takes some of the extra like oil out of my skin for when I put my moisturizer on. And it really just makes sure that I've gotten everything out. So it just gives me like another extra clean step. So if I miss anything with my face wash, again, don't get it in your eyes. If I miss anything with my face wash, and I didn't get anything all of the way, then this is just going to ensure that I've gotten everything out. So if you can see, there's some stuff on there, and that basically this is what this does for me. It makes sure that my skin is super clean, and I've literally got everything out. I will say, if you have any stuff like this, so if you see the bottom, yes, I still have that stuff from the hospital, because I can't seem to stop picking it. I don't know why. I'm like stressed out over like money and stuff, so I can't seem to like leave it alone. I will say, when you put a toner on, or if you do an astringent, which if you have combination skin, it's too much. Don't do an astringent. It's too much for your skin. It's going to dry it out too much. But when you do an astringent or a toner, it burns like shit. Like it feels like your fucking chin's on fire. So just be prepared for that. If you have any of this craziness going on or anything like that, when you swipe over it, it's probably really going to hurt. But, you know, you do what you got to do. The next thing that I do is I moisturize. And my moisturizer is the same. This is the Pond's Dry Skin Cream. I kept this simply because this is like a nighttime routine. So I didn't feel the need, just because I found that I had a different skin type than I thought, to really change my moisturizer at night, because this is really going to soak into my skin through the night. So even if this was too thick for me to use during the day, and, you know, my skin wasn't dry enough for this, and my skin wasn't going to soak it up, and it was going to make my makeup look horrible, you know, I use it at night still, which is what I always had done, and it seems to work really, really well for me. My skin really loves it. It really soaks it up, and by the time I'm up in the morning, I don't have any like crazy residue or anything. So I basically apply that all over. The next thing that I do is, this is not an everyday thing. If I have any kind of blemishes that are popping up right now, these aren't blemishes, this is just crazy mess. I use an acne spot treatment. This is just from Family Dollar. I literally just take some, put a little bit on my finger, and just kind of rub it on any problem areas that I'm having. If I do have this crazy mess that you see, I go into my drawer and I grab my Neosporin, again, Family Dollar, off-brand, triple antibiotic ointment. And I just put some of that down here, which looks really shiny and gross, so I don't look pretty when I go to sleep at night. Like, not at all. So it looks really shiny, it looks really gross, but it helps keep it clean. It helps things from getting like gross and infected, and it helps clear it up if I could keep my fingers off of it. Okay, so that's basically everything except for my eyes. I kind of switcheroo, and I didn't pull this out, I'm sorry guys, like I'm digging in my drawer. I kind of switcheroo between a couple of products that I have. I have my DIY eye cream that I still do use. or I use this Garnier. This is really old, Skin Renew. I barely have any left. Or I've been doing this. This is Lumarance, I think it is. It's a 2-step eye cream. This is the eye cream that I talked about in the video where I made my homemade DIY eye cream and said that this burned really bad. And since then, I've kind of given it a whirl, kind of tried it out, and found out that it burns a little, but it's really not that bad and actually really, really works. I got this off Groupon, so I don't know where you can buy this except for Groupon. This was on sale at Groupon, so I don't really know if that's helpful at all. I've tried to kind of Google YouTube videos about it, and I haven't really found much, so sorry. But the first step is just kind of like a gel, and I just put it on underneath here. And when you do this, you just want to make sure that you're not like getting it too close to your eye. Like you're getting your under eye, but you're not like going right up into that lash line. I think that was my problem before because I was so used to using creams that weren't so strong, that were a little bit cheaper in quality, cheaper in price, or homemade that weren't strong. You could just rub that all over your eye and it didn't make a difference. This, however, you can't. It burns. It's some serious stuff, but it works if you use it daily. The next step is just a little pumper. You want a little bit of this stuff though, because this is the stuff I found out that actually, okay, maybe not that. This is stuff I found it actually does the burning. So you're supposed to take this, rub that on. Good. I've got to find out what where these kids are coming from. Like literally, there's like 3 or 4 of them. Like, wah ha ha, yeah. Not my kids. Not my kids. I don't know. They're really driving me like, I'm about to like stop this video and go see like who's in my backyard. Because it sounds like they're like right there, y'all. Like right there. So anyway, that's that part. That's my under eye cream. And then usually I take my hair down, which is a very long process. So I'm going to speed through this because no one needs to see all that. So. Okay, so pretty much I just brush through like all of my hair, take it all down, take all the stuff out, brush all through my hair, and then what I do is I put in, I got more hair on one side than the other one, then I just put in like pigtails instead of doing the one braid. In my original routine, I showed that I did like one kind of braid. I do pigtails because I think it's easier to sleep in. So I'm going to do that real quick, and we're going to wrap it up. Okay, so that's pretty much my braid for evening. And then now, new step. Now I just pin my fringe. I know. I just pin it so so it like stays there. You know what I mean? Because I'm training it to like stay in that position. The last thing that I do, I know I look great right now, don't I? You like this? This is YouTube friendly. The whole world is seeing this right now. Yep, I'm ready for my close-up. Model, sign me up. Then the last thing I do, I just put on a little bit of lip balm and then I apply random lip balm just throughout the evening to keep my lips moist. And then I take a shower and I put on some jammies and I edit videos and watch TV and spend time with my son and do all that crazy stuff. So that is my nighttime routine. If you guys have any questions or any comments, please let me know. Put it in the box down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long. I feel now that we're at like 40 minutes, but I guess we'll see when I edit. Stay tuned for future videos. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like it. Let me know also if you want to see kind of like a morning routine that, you know, is basically the same stuff, only a different moisturizer, so probably nobody gives a shit. But let me know if you guys want to see it. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know anything you want to, anything at all. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.